Hello friends, today we will be discussing different types of ethical reviews by the ethics committee. So, in the last lecture we have already discussed what are the different types of risks involved in a clinical research. So, the risk involved may be differentiated into less than minimal risk, low risk, and high risk, or more than minimal risk. So, basing on that, the member secretary usually screens the protocols for their completeness and categorizes them into one of the three types of reviews. These three types of reviews are exempted review, expedited review, and full committee review. So first coming to the exempted review. So in the exempted review, what happens is the proposals which presents less than minimal risk where there are no linked identifiers. These are grouped under the exempted review, or in which the data is available in the public domain. Or the other things are systemic review and meta-analysis, observation of public behavior, quality control and quality assurance, public health program evaluation. Now this exempted review is done by one or two senior members of the IEC committee, and then the proposal is thus reviewed, is put before the full committee for its ratification. Coming to the expedited review, under this the proposals that pose no more than minimal risk are grouped. For example, the research involving non-identifiable specimen and human tissue from sources like the blood banks, tissue banks, and leftover clinical samples, non-identifiable clinical data, documents, and records, modification and minor deviation of already approved protocol like change in the researcher, revised protocols that are previously approved by the expedited or full review, continuing review of approved proposals, and research during emergencies and disasters. Now, this type of review is done by the expedited review committee. This expedited review committee is a part of the main committee and comprises of the chairperson or the secretary and one or two designated members of the main IEC. Now coming to the full committee review. In the full committee review, all the proposals that present more than minimal risk that are not covered under the exempted review or expedited review are grouped under the full committee review. Now this full committee review, an important part is that the research involving vulnerable population that is done in the full committee review even if there is a minimal risk. The proposals that were already approved by the exempted or expedited review, they are to be ratified by the full review. And the major deviations or violations of the protocols are also done by the full committee review. This is all about the types of review by the ethics committee.